This week on Hermitcraft.
There we go, a nice thick canopy of sand to make sure that XP II is protected from the sun's heat. I mean, unless someone were malicious or an idiot and just turned off and just turned off this switch. Oh no!
Welcome to the Hermitcraft Recap. My name is Pixel Riffs, our writer is XP. He's also the one editing the videos together, downloading all the clips, moderating the comments on this channel, making the thumbnails, keeping in contact with the hermits, and watering the plants. So thanks to everyone who said he sucked last week. Let's see if we can make it 5 minutes into this recap without the whole thing melting. Jokes aside, thank you to everyone who leaves a comment supporting us and what we do. There are plenty of you, and we appreciate every single one. And with that out of the way, let's take a look at all the events and mishaps that occurred on the Hermitcraft server this week. Starting with everyone's favourite minigame that no one ever gets to play, Mobilisa, which apparently isn't even what it's called anymore. Iskall spends basically his entire week working on the orc side of it. As a result, the Horde now has their own super expensive banner, a keep with a grinding area in it, and a shop where you can now exchange the zombie bits for equipment. The Elven side is dragging behind for a moment as it only recently had the keep walls erected, so blame Rendog. He was too busy making sure his Mushroom Island farms still work. In between the two, Stress Monster terramorphs a riverbed into existence, plus digs out and decorates a secret tunnel connecting the sides together.
And then Iskall goes, well, no flowers though. I'm like, what? No flowers at all. That's mean. So flowers, you aren't allowed.
There might be a competitor for the Mobilisa rising in the distance in the form of the Gambling District that has had some work done on it for the first time since Joe Hills killed some cows and called it a game. In particular, it had been decided that the Gaming District will have its own special currency, the Sunflower Head, which would be ridiculously easy to forge if not for Azuma coming around and spinning some of his command block magic on it.
And check it out. Hermit coins with the seal of legitimacy. So I used a command to give me these. I threw away the other ones that I had, and it just adds an MBT tag to put that on there now.
Before he can make any games on the island though, Zedaf returns to his base to finish the mechanical bits of his super special auto brewer. An auto brewer that has the ingredients dropped into it from the ceiling. Well, that's a fancy party trick.
They're gonna plop, 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 and a plop right at the end there. Perfect.
For once in the history of the recap, Mumbo Jumbo actually got the drop on us last week when he released an episode finishing his storage area literally half an hour before we reported on him not finishing it. Admittedly, it was only completed one episode later, so we'll see who has the last laugh. By which I mean we'll have it when Mumbo almost gets crushed under his own slime block elevator.
Ah! Oh gosh!
Ha ha, hardy hardy ha. And if I seem bitter, it's only because this week he's been running around the server showing what everyone's been up to, which, need I remind you, is our job. Cubfan comes close to stealing our thunder too, but at least he has a cause. He's been flying around making a giant map wall with everyone's bases marked on it, even commandeering Good Times with Scar to help him out when it proves too big of a job for one set of Elytra. Scar needed a break from the Scar City skyscraper anyway, so he happily came around. Thankfully, he left before Cub decided to utilise a ton of cats in a dark box creeper farm. Gotta get all that gunpowder for the flying rockets somehow. Coincidentally, Azuma builds a similar farm with the same core concept this week, mind you a different killing mechanism. On top of that, X completes the slime farm in the slime chunks next to his witch grinder, builds his own face in the giant skull part of the base, and wages war on mycelium that suddenly spread out of nowhere and absorbed a good chunk of the island. With a ton of people pointing out the areas that the spreading originated from, so far mycelium is winning. Wells Knight finally redecorates the safety hazard that is this season's Enderman grinder. Now the hermits can enjoy a much more beautiful tunnel to the farm and the softness of double carpets on every floor-like surface, since Enderman can't teleport to those. Way less cozy is Tango Tech's interior. In fact, his whole netherbrick evil mastermind lair is flat out terrifying. In a good way, of course. But seriously, someone preoccupy this man with a redstone project. His architecture is scaring small kids and pregnant animals. On the flip side, False Symmetry builds a slime block powered sugarcane farm. Seeing how it actually works, you can freely expect dogs and cats to start living together. Wait, she already collabed with XB Crafted and they didn't even kill each other? It's already started, people! Despite living so far away, XP is still managing to be pretty social, and this week he visits Red Sky Bay as a tourist despite not being a pig in a boat. The mansion grounds won't build themselves though, and soon enough XP is redecorating his nether portal and setting up an archery range. Unfortunately, the local skeletons think he's a better target.
We do that and that. Alright, stop it, stupid!
Back at the bay, Joe Hills does some tidying up while chatting about reaching 50,000 subscribers, congrats by the way, and attending PlayOnCon. PythonGB makes a return to the server after his June break and is once again hard at work in the underground village. He spent his week wrangling some villagers into useful occupations, setting up a micro farm for crops with a handy farmer, and luring animals into holes. Python isn't the only one playing with his testificates this week, as both Impulse SV and DocM have more or less finished off huge trading hall projects. Impulse's patron-powered villager booths are stocked up with fancy trades, while Doc's design is more of a redstone monstrosity, popping villagers out of the ceiling and shulker boxes out of the floor. TFC takes a break from his own collection of big-nosed shops to work on a 3-spawner XP farm, building the water streams above ground because he missed the giant glass towers from his villager breeder. Vintage Beef continues to make the NHO jungle a warm and welcoming place, adding a combination gazebo and bunker which will be a great place to look out over the walls. You know, once the walls are built.
First, I think what I need, let me go get my workbench. I'm actually gonna sleep too. I'm gonna sleep, get my workbench, and start lining up. Oh goodness, I think I need some security over there too.
And finally, B-Dubs does his bit to prettify the area, transforming the jungle lake with soul sand and fancy underwater plants, and then building an atmospheric custom jungle temple poking out of the Optifine fog. Now all we need is for Doc to surround it with traps so nobody can get close to it. And that's just about it for this week's recap. Our writer, editor, thumbnail designer, channel manager, and plant waterer is LoyXP, and my name is Pixel Riffs. I'm going to be away for the next couple of weeks, so please be warm and welcoming to our lovely guest hosts. And in the meantime, if you miss me, check out the treehouse tutorial in the end cards. Don't forget to leave a like while you're still here, subscribe so you won't miss future episodes of the recap, share this video with the Hermitcraft fans in your life, and if you don't know any, join the Hermitcraft community on Reddit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.